We're back. We are live. We do have a PDS tornado warning right now for Missouri. Hey, Isaiah. Looks like they have taken away the PDS tornado warning. Download the app I have. Oh, that's cool. Now, what I usually have for our Omega here is for the color tables. Now, you can have it on whatever you want for the color tables. It would be, if you want to change the warning, you can go and select what color you want it. I have mine on purple. And then we have our color tables. I have different color tables here that I have manually updated or uploaded, but I prefer reflectivity 3 if I usually don't have any color tables. But I use Viper HD for my color tables. How do I do the other radars? Yeah, we can do that. Let me just switch it back to, so what you do is you go to high res reflectivity, this little marker, you hit it, and it brings up, it's going to give you all these updates like high res reflectivity, base reflectivity. You're going to do high res velocity. Hi, Tart. You can see here, what is this in Illinois? Yes, for Illinois. Yes, they might extend the tornado warning. You're stuck on gray. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm watching for tonight. Is that you got? I just don't like the dew points right now. Warning has just been issued. Because they have a really sharp cutoff on where the tornado percentage is, but I believe they should actually extend it because the dew points are a little bit more higher. They should have brought up the 5%. Probably had it cut off right here because you still got 72 degrees dew point, 67, 67. And down here, you still got the 73s, 70s, and 69 and 64 dew points. I'm going to have to predict maybe in another hour, maybe half hour to an hour. ARRR is saying around 11 p.m. Eastern. But the model that I have actually might make sense. Well, what I'll do is I'll post the link to ARRR. I'll throw that in chat. Trying to see with these tornado warnings. Yeah, that's why they issued the tornado warning. You got that couplet. Oh yeah. Those storms last night though, they were deadly. Yeah, I streamed those tornadoes. You know, I even said that. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, just to catch some things that I don't see because there's only a couple of areas. There's only a certain amount of areas that I can cover. And but if you notice anything in a different area, just let me know. I'll go check it out. The other app that I gotta find out. So the other app that everyone else uses. This is, wow, they're really throwing. So this area is in Illinois. It's in that very tip of Illinois, little tip of Indiana to Kentucky. It's where a majority of these storms are happening right now. This is going to be the app that everyone uses. It's not GR level 2. It's this. That's the app that everyone uses. It's what I'm going to give a shout out. I don't want to give a shout out, but his name is Ryan Hall, and he uses this app, and he kind of covers it up a little bit and says he uses Radar Omega, but he basically uses that app sometimes when he's not using Radar Omega. They're really issuing these severe thunderstorms ahead of the storm, which is a really good sign, or a real bad sign. This is Louisville, Illinois. We're seeing this rotation. All right, yeah, that's good to know. It's not showing all the. It's by our radar tower, so you won't be getting the full picture. It only goes per radar tower. Hey, look, it's Omega. We're using radar. Omega. A town called Omega, Illinois. Really? What color? What's your color tables? Gotta keep on switching towers. For color tables, it's going to be in the control panel. It's going to be our radar settings. And then it's going to be our feed settings. Actually, no, our color table. And then you can switch the reflectivity color table, the velocity color table. I just have mine on custom color tables. Today it's a thunderstorm warning. So those are all paid. You got to pay for those. Um, I can't show you those subscriptions right now because I haven't revealed my real name yet. My real name will show in my email, so I can't show you the different the descriptions of each one. I know there's Gamma, and that's what I'm using right now. I'm using the Gamma subscription. I don't know. It's the lowest one, I think. I know Alpha is the highest tier. But when hurricane season really starts up, I'll probably invest a little bit more into the app to get beta. Yeah. Got a big chain here. I feel bad for these towns here. Because you got this whole chain moving in a kind of a straight line. Nothing on the ground yet. I know there were a couple of tornadoes out in Wisconsin today. Let's see where the storm goes. Heading towards Clay City, Illinois. Looks like a Y. Oh, I can see that. Yep. We're kind of getting a little tight rotation south of Louisville, Illinois. I hope so. Is this Illinois? Yes, it is Illinois. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you, Daniel. I mean, it's really those like big three states that are just getting slammed and hammered with tornadoes this season. Apparently, the tornado warning has expired. Go check out the Illinois storm here. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's always good. It's just terrible whenever a tornado hits a town. It's just very terrible. They have just extended the tornado warning for Morganfield, Kentucky. Kentucky? Yes, Kentucky. Okay, big line here. It's one big line of storms, all moving east in Kentucky, little bits of Illinois. Well, welcome back, Isaiah. Just issued? All right. You might find this annoying, Isaiah. There is on radar Omega, you have the option to leave the categorical tab on. Do that, but whenever you start moving things around, this gets stuck, and you can't really, move it unless you hit a polygon and hit the button. It's one of the most, annoying things in Radar Omega. Here's a new severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and with a tornado possibility tag. Let me get my soda. I got a whole bunch of soda for tonight's stream. We are really starting to see the hooks up here on the Robard storm and the Marin storm. Marin, Illinois, and Robards, Kentucky. Oh yeah. A little bit of side lobing. I don't know. We're gonna see where these scans are gonna come out. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's really awesome. In this line of storms, these areas here, then Kentucky and Illinois, these areas you get to, you're gonna want to get the shelter because you're having another storm, so that is coming through the area that is tornado warned. Velocity does not show that. They are indicated. I want to see if this dot gets bigger. If it does, then we'll know something's not right or something bad is happening, like a tornado. The next scan, which should probably be the maybe 2 minutes away. Who knows? Then the radar sweep that Radar Omega added was kind of silly. I mean, it's really expensive for. It's like really $8 a month just for the radar sweep to come through. I mean, that's insane. That's not. That's a scam. Now, if it was a, $3, sorry, if it was a $3 or $4 add-on, for a monthly payment, it would have been fine. Just like that, a couple of it, and collision coefficient has gone away for now. I can check though. We can go up. First, it is. I mean, it's a really fast-moving storm. If you go to your, get this right here. If you go to your damaging wind threat, It's a 45% chance of 75 mile an hours and up higher wind gusts. Yeah. For Indianapolis tonight, they might just be getting hail at most. I'm not going to rule out the possibility of it's still there. But your dew points are starting to go down. There was a this big line is to the west at the moment. I'm watching the storm right now, so I know there's a couple people in chat who are from Indianapolis, and I guess the plan right now is just to watch this storm and watch all the other tornado warned storms to see where this is going to go. Because your dew points are still up there. Because you only need 55 degree dew points to get severe weather. Won't be for Newton. Shoot, they just extended the severe thunderstorm warning. There was. It must have been the PDS tornado warning. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good at all. So we got a couplet, and we got a little bit of a couplet starting to form in west of Newton. So the velocity is showing the main storm, so the green. There's usually a green area and a red area. So you got the red, which is the top, and then you got the green, which is the bottom part of the radar tower. And then when the green and red start to mix, that's when we start to mix and turn and twist. We start to see couplets. Went to the baseball game in Boston today. It was pretty fun. You could see out in the distance. You can see a really tall cloud starting to build up, but really there wasn't that much severe. Oh, the third model. High res storm relative velocity. They just added this one. It just gives a better grade of velocity of the storm relative. Just gives you like a better storm velocity showing. Which one? Are you looking at a correlation coefficient or? Correlation coefficient? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that would show debris or hail. Well, crap, that's not good. Got two areas. Got two areas starting to show. A tornado touchdown on screen. So usually there would be a little area, like a dot in the middle of the storm. And then I just discovered this tool right here, and I would dot it. And then I would go over to my velocity tool and make sure that, the reading is good. And then I would go over to my reflectivity and make sure that it's not, out of the storm, or there's no, I don't know, like hole where this stuff is still showing, because this is just like, this is not a storm here. This is a storm. Use that dot for velocity, just to match areas up on radar and velocity, because when the time is off, then stuff really doesn't match up. Like it's even a minute off too. If anything is a minute off, its stuff does not match up. This whole line has spin up tornado written all over it. Like, and then here's another thing that I use, the hydrometer classification. Be the 3 down, and this tells me for what's going on. So we got hail. So all the red is hail. Oh yeah, that's. Then you go to dark red, and then you go to yellow, which is giant hail for the hydrometer classification. Looks like we got a. Oh, that's not. Looks like there is a tornado emergency at the moment. Oh yeah, yep, there it is. There's your debris. That is your debris ball. That's how we know when tornadoes are on the ground. Now, let's say this warning was not here. I would use my ball like that, and I would go to my velocity. I said, oh, okay, velocity is good. I go to my reflectivity. I said, yep, that would be the tornado. Well, you got houses there, you got houses over there. It's not a good situation. So there's a large damaging tornado on the ground, hitting right near Critter, Kentucky. They have not. They have just updated the velocity. So the damage to that is catastrophic. It's a terrible situation that we're in at the moment. It was a massive. It was a really massive tornado. It's probably going to be a wedge tornado. I would probably say F3. EF3. So if there's anyone within this area, or if you know anyone in these towns coming up, let them know that this thing is here and it is coming towards them. For Kentucky, it's going to be heading towards Madisonville and Arlington. This thing is so large that this thing has a lot of. It's going right over Kreider. So this whole town is being destroyed at the moment. What a terrible thing to happen on Memorial Day. Or, Memorial Day weekend, I should say. Be heading towards white sulfur. Or at least be getting some debris. I believe this thing has multiple vortices. You got a little small one, and you got the main. Small vortices within the storm. And you can also tell where that debris ball is by having a little higher color in the radar. That's not hail, that's debris. This thing is a hail or two as well. Real terrible situation that we're in. Yeah, just real terrible for it to happen today. And it's pretty obvious too on radar that this is happening. You can see this little hook that is rotating within the storm. Yeah, if you do messages like that, Isaiah, that would be awesome. This might lag a little bit. I'm really pushing my computer to the maximum here. So here's our dual setup for radar. We have our correlation coefficient to read or see the debris pop up. This thing has passed Crider, Kentucky. Oh yeah, there is a big deadly hook. And that purple, that's not hail, that's debris within the hook itself. I would say they're going to extend the tornado emergency. This is extended the tornado warning as a PDS, tornado warning, out ahead of this tornado. You have family driving up from O'Hare tonight? All right. Should be. Yeah, I mean, it is a very scary situation. I got to open up a tab on the Indianapolis storm, or Indiana storm. That's what I meant to say. Storm is rotating out, so this tornado emergency will be allowed to expire. In about probably 2 minutes, the tornado emergency will expire. 2-3 minutes at most. Well, there's already a tornado warning in Indiana right now for Princeton. I would say hail for now. I see a little bit more scans for me to know what's going to be happening. I need to see a little bit more scans in the area. You still got high dew. Okay. Well, hope you have a good night's sleep, Daniel. I hope nothing happens. Near Hunt City. Yeah. I mean, any types of hail is bad. Every single type of hail is bad. This thing is doing more damage. So I'm going to zoom in to see where. So you probably have more houses or whatever structures here getting destroyed by this massive tornado. So they have just extended the tornado emergency. All right. Yeah, there's that tornado. Yeah, no, it is really bad. It's terrible. It's gonna probably heading right. It's heading right for is it Olney, Kentucky? I know it's kind of out of the warning zone, but they should really extend the warning again. This thing is moving really fast. I would extend the tornado warning and, quit making it fancy. Just draw a normal warning. Yep. It's crossing this road. So all these houses are being destroyed. I gotta rename the stream. Yeah, they've really. Sure, they just reissued the tornado warning for it's still PDS. Yeah, you really got a large tornado on the ground. It's getting really big. It's either going to hit, is it Olney, Kentucky, or it's going to hit Charleston, Kentucky. It will not hit Dawson Springs. Wow, look at that. That is terrible. Got this large damaging. It's probably going to be a wedge tornado heading near Olney, Kentucky. Real terrible event that's happening right now. So if there's anyone in Olney, Kentucky, I'm probably saying that wrong, or Charleston, I would probably try to get to your safe spot as soon as possible. Hey, Clint. They're probably going to extend the tornado emergency. I don't see why not. Oh yeah, there it is. There's your debris ball on the storm. Yes, it is very bad. Oh hey Nugget, how you doing? We're just watching a damaging tornado destroy things. Yes, with the dotted lines, it's a tornado emergency. You got that. There's that hook. Really significant hook. Just to remember, so this purple is not hail, that's debris. This thing west. Is it south? South of Olney, but if anyone's there for Kansas, sorry, not Kansas, Kentucky, you got to get to your safe spot. You got to get the shelter immediately. That is your tornado debris signature. Yeah, just keep on posting updates like that, Isaiah. Yeah, they've just extended the tornado emergency for Charleston. I'm going to say 6th vein is in that warning too as well, and Dawson Springs. If there's anyone in those towns, you got to get the shelter now. You got to try to survive this thing. I mean, if you know anyone in those towns, get the stream out to anyone who you know is going to be in the path of this deadly storm. A real terrible situation. This thing is starting to let up. Could be cycling through another. It could be dropping another one pretty soon. I don't think this thing is on the ground, but it still could be. This is just radar. This is not the physical thing where if I went there, if I was there right now, I would probably position myself off in Daniel Boone. I would probably try to follow this road and come out to see the storm. So this thing is still on the ground. Still see it through radar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. There you go. You got a massive tornado on the ground. Yep. Well, that's causing a very large disturbance in the cemetery. Yeah, I mean, that is disturbing. Like, it's on Memorial Day weekend too. So I feel bad for the cemetery. Looks like is it Olney, Kentucky is gonna be spared from the tornado, but there's still the threat of getting rained on by debris. Well, this is gonna be in the news for tomorrow. What a deadly tornado! That is a free ball. So the cemetery is being disturbed at the moment. Yeah, that was the first wave. There's a second wave coming. Yes, what's your idea? Yes, I do have a red weather radio. So the plan is when I get to 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna be doing a giveaway of a Midland weather radio. No, yeah, I will, but I gotta get a better. Yeah, it's a really good idea. I gotta get a better system though, because I'm only using a laptop. I don't have a graphics card or anything in there. So if I start playing stuff, but it is a good idea. I still gotta work around with my mic because my mic, it picks up all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna have to work on that though. That is a really good idea though, Isaiah. For weather videos. I'm gonna leave like this. I'll be right back. highways. All right. Yeah, but that just goes up. I want to see up here though. We'll go back down there. What do we got for storms? Come on. Can this thing load any faster? My prediction is that you can get wind, hail, and thunderstorms. So this thing's going to be slamming Charleston, or maybe go south of Charleston. There's a 5% chance of tornadoes. Now I'm saying I don't think they're gonna happen today. The tornadoes for Indiana, like Indianapolis. There's just a real terrible situation. Afterwards, we're going to do a full run of the storm. So we're going to start it like, I'm going to go all the way down to the 75 frame marker. And then we're going to, for how this storm formed, we'll see it. We got a little bit of side lobing on the storm. It was a terrible situation. Okay. It's like this thing is actually going to be the south of Charleston. Maybe crossing the road, and it's destroying those structures. The fact that you see black in the middle of the storm here is not a good sign. What's the eco top? Actually, for 40,000 feet, and then we got the hailstorm at at 50,000 feet. That's insane. Yeah, you got a massive tornado on the ground. It's unreal. You never see this. This only happens like in a blue moon. You never see a massive tornado like this. You'd probably be able to see it on normal radar. Oh yeah. Thing is passing. Is it Leslie? Leslie, Kentucky. Be heading towards Morton's Gap and Nortonville and Daniel Boone. So that purple dot right there is the tornado on our radar. That is really scary. It's our debris signature on normal radar. Wow. Yeah. I always try to put it in there if it's going to be so anyone in the area of very severity, I try to throw their states in there, and then with the hashtags too as well. You got a massive debris ball. So all these houses are gone. the literal dot of the storm. Yeah, it's 41,000 feet. Just what a massive tornado. The tornado emergency has been expired unexpectedly. If someone could go on highway cameras right now and look at this thing, if you can, if you go on Interstate 69, I know it's a funny number, but yeah, Interstate 69 for the traffic cams. Looks like there's no traffic cams in the area. They've just extended the tornado emergency. To Morton's Gap and Barnsley and Earlington. A massive tornado. It's a life-threatening event that's happening at the moment. It's like following the highway. You know what? It might happen. And the scary thing is that this thing is actually taking a little bit of a turn. It might end up either in Arlington or Barnsley or Morton's Gap. Oh yeah. I get what you mean. For the severity of my storm, of this storm, I'm just not going to promote my channel at the moment. This is a really serious event that's happening. Promoting my channel is not the best time to do so. This thing is rain wrapped. It's going to hit either Morton's Gap or Barnsley. It's going to be in a direct path of Barnsley. So if there's anyone in Barnsley, you got to get the shelter now. Like right now. Don't wait. You got to go now. And in Erlingston, too, you got to get the shelter now. This thing might split through the middle, but it is moving towards town. And if there's anyone here that's confused on what I'm referring to, it's this thing. That's the tornado. It does. It does count, Nugget. All right. All right. That's not good. So now it's destroying another cemetery. So that church is gone. It's a real terrible thing. So you got South Hard Church and New South Hard Cemetery. Which is a very terrible. The life-threatening tornado is heading towards Barnsley and Morton's Gap in Burlington, Kentucky. For these warnings, it's very serious for a tornado emergency. You gotta actually try to survive this thing. This thing is moving so fast. They have just extended they probably have done it a while ago, but I just saw it now. They have extended the tornado warning as a PDS tornado warning. There you go. There is your debris on motion coefficient. Heading right towards Barnsley and Erlington, Kentucky. Real terrible event that's happening. gonna have to assume it's either an EF3 or higher. Anyone within these areas, you gotta get the shelter now. You gotta actually try to survive this thing. This thing is massive. It's gonna be a big wedge tornado. And what I mean by wedge, I don't have a bowl here. Whenever you pick up a bowl, a glass bowl, you know how it's just shaped and it's like kind of curved down, like so. The tornado will look like that, but it's going to be a massive wedge tornado. You have multiple vortices. It's heading right towards Arlington. I mean, you kind of get emotional though. Like you just nothing you can do. You just have to watch this thing. There's nothing you can do except just watch this thing for my viewers and myself. But the people, if there's anyone in Arlington, this is gonna be your last chance. You got to get the shelter now. And Burnsley, you got to get the shelter now. Got a massive tornado on the ground. That is your debris signature on radar. Yeah. We can go there. I'm going to look on my phone app. I want to keep focused on this storm, but I will look on my phone. And if it's anything serious, I'll give you an update personally afterwards. You're basically just going to be hit with some hailstorms. This is going to be in Kentucky. Kentucky. Yep. Kentucky. And then that for you, is it? Yeah, Aubriana, you're going to get wind, hail, and thunderstorms. I wouldn't be surprised for, is it Vandalia, Indiana? I wouldn't be surprised if they issue a tornado warning for that town. There's a small couplet within that storm. Looks like, yeah. Might actually just split between the two cities for Arlington and Barnsley, but Barnsley might actually just get slammed. Yeah, Barnsley's going to get slammed. But if there's anyone in Arlington, I'd still stay in shelter. Still got a large, massive tornado on the ground. It's been on the ground for over 40 minutes so far. So it is destroying part north of North Barnsley? North Barnsley, Kentucky. It's destroying some of that. Yeah. There is a, what is it? It's not much of a, this thing could have uplifted. But the recycling rate of the storm is just so great that if it's been uplifted, it's going to try to put down another one. And now they're going to, after the storm passes through, they're going to get slammed with more storms. No, this thing is probably trying to do another recycle. Yep. So we still have a tornado emergency and a PDS tornado warning for the same storm. Looks like Morton's Gap got spared and Earlington got a little bits of air. The northern part of Earlington has been spared. But Barnsley took a direct hit. Illinois, well, I know you guys got just the bottom part of Illinois got pretty slammed today. But it's almost out of the area. So got waiting for an update. They might expire the tornado emergency. They still have this. So it's been downgraded from a PDS tornado warning to a tornado warning. Oh, hello Heather, how you doing? Sorry about that. I'm doing pretty good. We're just viewing this tornado emergency storm. Yeah, that's a really good, safe plan to do. If there is a storm for storm chasers, is to keep a distance, but this thing could change direction at any moment. Have you ran by you? All right. The tornado warning tornado emergency has been expired. That means I got to change my title of the stream. Otherwise, it's called false advertising. All right. You still have that couplet moving towards is it Errol's, Midland, and is it Graham? Kentucky. If there's anyone within those towns, I would just be careful because even though storm is not in a tornado emergency, I would still be careful because this storm could actually still produce a tornado at any moment. All right. The storm will be stopping by Pennsylvania by 8 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern Time. Having a small couplet near Martinsville, Indiana. Trying to look. Sorry if I'm looking down or something like that. I am looking at my phone, which has Radar Omega open. Instead of me moving my laggy screen, I just, I'm going to look down at my phone just to find a really good area to look at, because my screen is laggy whenever I move it. We are only 3 away from hitting 540 subscribers. We're getting close to our monthly goal of 550. High wind warning is canceled. All right, that's good. The massive storm that's moving fast is combining with the slow moving storm that produced that big massive tornado. But all right, This is in Kentucky, if you're wondering. Velocity is about 2 minutes off. We're going to see the next couple of scans. If you could give, Isaiah, when you do those warnings, if you could give out the cities to, because I have no idea where the special marine warning has been issued. Cities and states. All right. Yeah, this issued another tornado warning. Hey, Nugget, welcome back. For Greensville, the Powderly, Cleaton, Beaver, or Beaver, Non-Neil. Yes, it is very active tonight, James. Well, it uplifted. The tornado emergency has uplifted. This is the same storm. It is trying to put down another tornado. They've just warned it again. The southern part of the storm. But since we're getting close to the radar tower, where it's going to be a whole bunch of holes, it's going to be hard to see. But I'm pretty sure they warned it because of this couplet. Yeah, they did. Got this one, and they have another hook starting to form. Just got lightning. All right. Down here, this is not Indianapolis. This is Kentucky, but yeah, for Aubriana sheet, yeah, that is in Kentucky. No, Indiana. No, yes, Indiana. Yeah, it's wave two. I'm looking at that on my phone. If you guys, if all you saw is lightning, you just got hit with the other outer bands of the storm. That's not the whole storm. Still got way more to go. I'll come back to this storm. They just severe thunderstorm warned this whole area for Hopkinsville, Kentucky, into Tennessee. I don't know because I don't know what the storm's gonna do. It looks like it has some rotation in there within velocity. This is in Indiana. We're looking at the Indiana storm going towards Indianapolis. The storm is rotating near Cloverdale. the next couple of scans, we'll see for velocity. Okay. The latest scan is at 10:40. So two areas that I'm looking at right now, you might think I'm crazy. Why? I'm just looking at a screen full of colors. So I'm looking at this storm and I'm looking at this storm. Because if there was anyone here from last night's stream, there was a storm that put down a really long hook. I mean, this thing was like a rope. They are 2 minutes off. This is a 2 minutes old data. Where is it? Monrova. Yes, it is really annoying. What time is this? 10:45. 45. We are only 2 subscribers away from 540 subscribers. Gotta update this. It's 2 minutes old velocity data. This is a reflectivity radar, which is currently up to date. So, Aubriana, you are going to be getting some hail within the storm. Yep. I am still looking, though, to see if that rotation is still there. It is going to be very hard for me to look as we get closer to that tower. Yeah, I mean, if there's a storm in their area, Georgia, that's where their headquarters is. Severe thunderstorm warning. They're gonna go to that area and report it. But if there's a severe thunderstorm warning, Wisconsin or Montana, they don't care. They're just gonna do normal programming. Well, there's a special weather statement, the storm for gust 40 miles an hour and a pea-size hail. Yep. All right, Isaiah, have a nice night. The next can comes through as a. Gotta wait 3 minutes to see what this near Joppa, Indiana, near Mooresville. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll be doing that. I can tell you the storm down in Kentucky is really trying to put down another tornado. This is about 3 minutes old velocity. Radar's going to get distorted pretty soon. They're just really, really close to the radar tower. This is 4 minutes old data. I don't know what their issue is. And they, I mean National Weather Service. Master Frog. Gotta wait for a velocity update. Yeah, that storm that did a tornado emergency is back at it again with a tornado. There you go. There's your tornado. All right. Yeah, I would do that if I were you. If you're really that, you know, if you're really that afraid, I would not. I would take a break. Yep. It's a small tornado on the ground. It's always good to take breaks of some things. If you need anything, just ask me any question you want on Discord. Yeah, do that. I'll have to keep on coming back to Kentucky and for Indianapolis. You want to run your water? Can I run the water in your shower? Well, that's good for you're getting therapy. Ooh, we're only one subscriber away from 500 subscribers. Storm near Bookmore. in Mooresville. It was a little tiny split. But that tower, though, was really kind of a pain. Well, it's very good that you're going through therapy. That's good. A storm down, and this is not the storm in Kentucky, but that storm in Kentucky is still has a tornado on the ground. Looking at this area. Next scan. This is 2 minutes old velocity data. Oh yeah, I mean those are really cool to look at. Yeah, double rainbows are really awesome. They're really cool. Really, really cool. All right. Yeah, look cool. I have linked the Discord invite to the server in the description for anyone to join. Okay. Yeah, I'll be happy to check it out. I know the tornado warning is about to expire for Kentucky, but they will extend it. I don't see why not. So, pretty sure they are going to extend it for Bowling Green. Storm's heading right towards Bowling Green. The storm was moving up, but I mean it's still moving up, but it's moving east, northeast. We're gonna take a look at these storms down here. This is for Sharon's Grove. A who's issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Bowling Green, Kentucky. There we go. The storm is really starting to take shape now. Yeah. Yeah. You do have some storms in the middle, which are moving northeast to Winnsboro, South Carolina. Nothing severe at the moment. Just going to be general thunder and heavy rain. But in North Carolina, it's a different story. You're dealing with a whole bunch of severe thunderstorms with quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's all up north. Got with it. All right. Yeah. If you're in the middle of South Carolina, I mean, all it is just normal storms, like thunder, some wind. That'd be it for South Carolina for right now. Everything to the north is bad. It's all severe. Yep. The radar is going to take a bit to load. Come on. It's loading like this because so many people are using the app. So it's going to crash the app. This is as much as I can get right now. We can try to look at this tower, but it's being very slow to load. There's so many people are using the app. So yeah, you're really only getting for South Carolina. You're only getting this little tiny storm here. All it is going to be, there might be a bit of hail, but tiny hail. Not that much though. A little bit of thunderstorms, and that's all you're going to be getting for South Carolina for these storms. Still got the storm for Woodbury, Kentucky, still rotating. That's why I still got that tornado warning up. Got a pretty good hook. Yes. We just hit. Sorry, we just hit 500 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much for liking the stream and subscribing to the channel. We're very close to the monthly goal. We only need 10 more. We're so close. We've grown so much this month. The original monthly goal was 100 subscribers. We've grown so much. That's a big thank you to everyone for tuning into all of my live streams and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot. Yes, yes, it was. It's brisk. It's not alcohol. Yep. I unlisted most of my videos because they contain swear words. But you can still find my old videos in my playlists that I have left. Yeah, I mean, it's really storming over there. They have a special weather statement, the whole area. Almost the whole entire town or city. It's going to take a little while because everyone's using Radar Omega. Yeah, it's really storming over there. Well, 2 hours at most. Is not only do you have this, you got this storm, and then you have the rainstorm. 2 peas in a pod. Yes. I gotta wait for this radar tower to load. Everyone's using the app. So it's gonna crash the app. That is correct. You have one scary storm, and then you got a medium storm, and then you got a rainstorm. We got one in Arkansas. Yep, you're welcome, Aubriana. Yep, that's the reason why. That is the reason why they have issued that tornado warning. Yes. I know Nugget did say that. I think it has moved over to, yeah, like a thunderstorm and a couple, might be hailing, little bits of hail. It was like a Dorito that they just issued, a Dorito polygon. Oh, so the polygon that they just issued for the severe thunderstorm looks like a Dorito. It's this one. It looks like a Dorito chip. And they just issued another tornado warning. I don't even remember what I said before. Well, happy Memorial Day weekend to you, Tart. Hope you have a really nice weekend. Um, your area? I don't think I ever really. I don't think I discussed your area tonight. I gotta look on. How about this? I'm gonna zoom into the storm. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it would be rain after pretty much after midnight into the morning. What about Ohio? Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that. Sorry about the lag. Or Ohio, depending on where you are in Ohio, you're going to be having some scattered storms coming from the what is it, Indianapolis storm, moving over to the east near Oxford, Dayton, and Springfield, Ohio, Cincinnati. Yeah, you're going to be having some storms coming in the area, probably maybe within half an hour to an hour. Yeah, I'd call that half an hour to an hour. Or Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, refresh the app. Oh, my internet's bro. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's using the app at the moment. Did it crash? Really? Yeah, everyone's using it. Yeah, Radar Omega. I had to close it out, and then because there's something wrong with it. Yeah. Well, I actually had to manually close it out because there was something wrong with it. Because when you have Radar Omega open for such a long period, like for 3 hours, then it just starts to fail. This tornado warning's going to expire. They're going to issue another tornado warning for Griffithville, Arkansas. There's a couplet forming. There has actually been a emergency tonight. So if you go back um, to the if you go back to the middle of my live stream, you'll see the tornado emergency. But if you don't want to deal with storms, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm probably going to put a big timestamp when I go back and edit the stream for, some YouTube videos. It tells you where the tornado emergency or some items are. I'm going to go back there and make sure that the tornado emergency is on the little thing in the video where you can select like timestamps. Not on the ground yet. Yeah, I don't know about that either. I've been sitting for a long time. I got to go visit the I go visit the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna keep this running though. You're hearing thunder. All right. Give me like 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes or less. I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm back. A couplet though, still there. So we got that Arkansas. When people start pronouncing the states, they see Kansas and Arkansas. Some people are going to say Arkansas, but no, it's Arkansas. Still have the tornado warning out. Or is it Augusta, Georgetown? What do we got up there? Yep, it's raining pretty hard. They just issued another severe thunderstorm warning. You're only 9 subscribers away from the monthly goal. Thank you everyone for subscribing to the channel and tuning in for tonight's video, for tonight's stream. Thanks for all the likes on the stream. Yeah, you're welcome, Chris. Yeah, they do. They look really cool. But now you should go watch a scary movie. You know, with the lightning in the background. was probably the thunder with the sound waves. They extended the tornado warning, which I had probably was going to happen. They might, and they, I mean the National Weather Service. Was another. Yeah. I don't know if that's right for a negative dew point. Says it's negative 26 degrees for a dew point, and everywhere else is 72. It's not that. That dew point is way off. This is dissipating. No, we still have warnings here, but I'm going to call it. I'm extremely tired for tonight. All right. Have a nice night, Master Frog. I'm going to call it a night. I'm probably also going to call it a night too. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in for tonight's stream. We're only 9 subscribers away from hitting our goal of 550 subscribers. Just want to say thank you for liking the stream and thank you for tuning in for tonight's stream. I'll see everyone in the next stream.